Hey, Jenna. You're quick this time. Here you go. Wait 1 second. I got drinks with my dinner, so I just need to put the extras in the fridge. Just telling all my friends I needed them to talk to me after you were. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Barbara. What the hell is this thing over here? I don't even know. All I ordered was pizza. Pizza and 7-Up. I got somebody's poutine, I think. Yep, they gave me somebody's poutine. Oops. Went to bed at 6:30. That's fair. Free poutine would be great if I liked poutine. Anyway, I just ordered it's just a pepperoni. Just a pepperoni pizza. Hey, Fernanda. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Arjun. Is the lady hungry for pizza now? Hey, Yerky. So here's what it looks like. It's in the middle. It's just dough. It's just like a roll of dough. Hey, scapegoat. Where's the pepperoni? The pepperoni is under the cheese. Is Pizza Hut ready? So yeah, they put the cheese on top of the toppings. Hey, Ryan. That's bizarre. It's Cornwall-style. No pineapple? No. I was upside down backwards. Come on. The sauce is on top. It's the cheese on top. Oh, it's like how I figured out what Chicago pizza sauce on top. I know. Cornwall's or like Chicago style deep dish. It very well may be great food. Like I've never had deep dish, so I don't know. It very well may be delicious. It's not fucking pizza. Hey, Tay. Best pizza in Canada. I don't know about Canada, but it's good. I need a knife. Give me a second. I need to get a proper knife. Hey, Lexi. I am from Chicago, and Chicago style sucks. Hey, JJ. Hey, Agatha. I remember Jon Stewart once angrily called Chicago style pizza a casserole. Sorry, Killface. Sorry, I was distracted by trying to. This is what this is what a Cornwall style pizza looks like. Yeah. A lot of pepperoni. It is a lot of pepperoni. Making breakfast for dinner before my haircut. Nice. Soup in a bread bowl. Hey, Claire. Love the DiGiorno stuffed crust. All right. Beauty bite. Hey, Brooke. Cornwall style pizzas can be on the greasy side. This one's not too bad, actually. I mean, you'll see, like, once I've had another slice, I'll show you the grease on the bottom of the. Like I said, you bit like Homer Simpson. Hey, J Dot. Need a pizza tonight, also. Yeah, they are a little bit on the greasy side. I will say that. Cornwall style pizzas do tend to be greasier. Is John going? Yeah, it's going. No, I went with North End. I went with North End Pizza, where I tried different style pizzas. I mean, there's only so many pizza places in Cornwall. Hey, Donut. Hey, Jill. Wiener Schnitzel. Cool, I assume. I don't think I've ever had Schnitzel. Open my own pizza chain. Yeah, I don't think that would work well. National Hot Dog Day. Ah, shame I didn't have a hot dog then. Should have ordered Billy K's, I guess. Oh, happy birthday, Killface's husband. Happy birthday to Killface's husband. Engaged so many hot dogs, I'm actually tired of them. Yeah, that's happened to me in the past. Hey, Harry. Hey, Danger Otter. I mean, pizza is a little bit greasy. This slice wasn't too bad. Hey, Sam. Losing weight. I lost a little bit of weight, but I think I've sort of plateaued. I'm still around 180. Hey, Fuzzball. And like for a while, I was hovering around 200. Now I hover around 180. Don't bugs my food. Not that I can think of. Ever dab my pizzas with a napkin? No, I've never done that. I forget which place it is, but there is one place in Cornwall. You kind of do have to. Hey, Comic Book. I forget which place it is, but one of the pizza places in Cornwall. Yeah, you gotta is like really greasy. Habibi, yeah, we're missing Habibi and Jordan. Yeah, any walls of corn in Cornwall? Not that I'm aware of. There's a gang. Jenna, Killface, Vanna, Comic Brook, non-Comic Brook, you, J Dot, um, Jordan, Habibi, a couple others. I think they're yeah, Scrapegoat. Yep, Scrapegoat. Hey, Fuzzball. Aw, I'm sorry, Fuzzball. That's always hard. Miss Dandy. Yeah, Dandy hasn't been around in forever. Dandy, alas, is no longer really part of the gang. I mean, Cam got blocked. I blocked Cam, so yeah. He's not part of the gang anymore, sure as hell. Dandy, I didn't block. Dandy just sort of stopped coming. Nah, I didn't ask for any dips. I don't like dipping my pizza. I'm not a dip type of person for pizza. Well, yeah. Bali, I also blocked. For some pretty obvious reasons. Bad you order food. Yeah, it's nice to get takeout once in a while. Yeah, I blocked Bali on account of her being kind of a raging anti-Semite, it turned out. Yeah, Bali turned out to be anti-Semitic, so... And I think there might have been... I had a couple people let me know that... Yeah, I had a couple of people messaging me to say, like, hey, Bali said some horrible shit. It's like, okay, well. I've got multiple people telling me this, then I will believe it. No. Okay, you take another. N-word. Maybe kill face. I don't remember. I don't really remember all the details. Haircut last week. I need to get a haircut. Yeah, I don't remember all the details, but I know that anti-Semitism was part of it, from what I remember, anyway. Nails done. Cool, cool. Take bites in order. I mean, kind of. Like, it's just... It's not necessarily that I'm taking the bites in order. It's just that, like, I'm not going to try to... How many slices of pizza would I say the average American eats? In a sitting? In a sitting? Probably 2 or 3. What it is, like, I don't want to get the sauce all over my face. Or the grease. I don't want to get the pizza grease all over my face. So, yeah, I'm just like... Festivus? No. Fuck Festivus. I like pizza, but the red sauce gets me good later, no fun. Don't want the marinara facial? No. Which My Little Pony do you think is the most morally gray? I mean, kind of depends on what part of the series we're talking about. Starlight did start one of them. Starlight did start a cult where she stripped ponies' cutie marks and their special talents. My vote is for Pinkie Pie. On occasion. Twilight on occasion. Rainbow on occasion. Never Fluttershy. And usually not Rarity. Rarity is all about generosity, so... You get the Starbucks notification order is ready, even though you didn't order anything today. I didn't. What does morally gray mean? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad. Just, complicated, nuanced morality. Nuanced morality. Day one, two, I didn't order anything. I didn't get that, but I don't have the Starbucks app, so that's why I wouldn't have gotten anything, is because I don't have the app. Sides of my balls. Do I use reward points? Nah. Morally gay. Balls are circular, they don't have sides. Clearly, you've never seen my balls, Jenna. You like Furbies? No. Nah, I was never into Furbies. Flat bottom balls in the rock and roll go around. Minecraft balls? Yeah, that's what I got. I got Minecraft balls going on down there. That's why I call my dick a creeper, don't you know? That's why people call me a creeper, because my dick looks like one. I don't know Minecraft references. Neither do I, for the most part. I've never played Minecraft or watched Minecraft or anything. Just little bits of cultural osmosis. I hate HBO too. Never had HBO. I will say, here in Canada, we have Crave as a streaming services, as a streaming service, and it gets some HBO content here and there. So I could watch some HBO shows legally, but I don't really care. I think it's really funny when there's like 10 seconds of awkward silence on both sides. Okay, and I said HB no. Kinda like we can't. We do have HBO up here. Like we can get HBO, but it's a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more complicated than it is in the US. Awkward silences remind me of home. Jenna, you are the human version of an awkward silence. Dang! I wonder if we can both shut up and enjoy silence. Yeah, Walt was right. I mean, in general, just like general rule of life. Hey, color purple. General rule of life. Yeah, you could probably go by whatever Uma Thurman character says. You know, if an Uma Thurman character says something, yeah. I don't love you, but you're okay. Damn. We'll be watching Barbie or Oppenheimer? Neither, even for Oppenheimer. Like, I hope Barbie makes $2 billion and wins all the Oscars. Lots of people are watching both. Yep. Doing the Barbenheimer double show. Hey, Super Cat. Yes. There's what the pizza looks like. Thick pizzas. What would my Barbie say? The lump in the car? Oh, that, like, it's just a dough ball. It's just a ball of dough. Versatile size? Yeah. It's a small. Which means it's about twice as big as I need, because these are thick slices. Till death do us part. What would my Barbie say? This Barbie is longing for the sweet embrace of death. I'm kidding. This Barbie is banging your mom. That's what mine would say. This Barbie is tired, yep. This Barbie sleeps all the time. This Barbie suffers clinical depression. Excuse me. This Barbie has anxiety and won't talk to the other Barbies. This Barbie needs to figure out how to be normal for once. Normal. I mean, we've got another Brook. We've already got normal Brook. Hey, Jerry's keeper. You dreamt about space. Cool, cool. Yeah, you guys, fair enough. I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second here. I'm back. Talking about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the center of the universe. I mean, sorry, Jenna. Her fans certainly think she's the center of the universe. Excuse me. Jerry, Filthy Closet Fund. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Jerry's Keeper. Hearts in the chat for Jerry's Keeper O. Yes, I ordered pizza. And I had 2 slices and I'm full. So here's the pizza. Here's what the pizza looks like. As you can tell, it's kind of like it's thick. It is thick pizza. And you can see what and you can you can see what makes it different from normal pizza. The cheese is put on top of the pepperoni. Like they just put like loads of pepperoni and then put the cheese on top of that. KFC for dinner. Cool. That's good. It is good. The thickness is a drink. Yeah, I got a drink. I got some 7-Ups. Okay, it's just a pepperoni. Yeah, the amount of pepperoni they put, it's very filling. Like 1 slice of this pizza is like 2 slices of another kind. How much? Like I think it's like $17.50 for just a small for a 10-inch. Does he like pizza? Yeah, I like pizza once in a while. Stone Cold. Yeah, it is just like the thickness of it means that I can't eat that very much of it. Like 2 slices, and I'm already full. Side dishes. I don't really bother, Vanna. Pizza tends to fill me up on its own, and this kind of pizza especially. Like it is very, very filling pizza. So carbonated beverages also make you feel full. Kinda, yeah. Carbonation causes more ghrelin to be released. I have no idea. Hey, Moop Doop. Hey, Lynn. Kinda very expensive. Yeah, kinda. It's not. I've already. I'm starved. Like I'm full. Xbox and stream games. I mean, I can stream games to my computer. And most games, and there aren't many games I want to stream. Plain old cheese pizza. Out of a 5-year-old. Hey, Key Lime. What did you miss? Nothing. What is my favorite Victorian fact? Um, hey, Zoe. The people in Victorian times boned down on the regular. Favorite TikToker? I wouldn't say I have one. I'm not on TikTok, so. Hey, fart. Yeah, sorry. 2 slices did me in. What do I mean? I mean, people in Victorian times had a lot of sex. Ever made any new friends in Cornwall? Nope. Of course not. My favorite Neopet? I don't remember any of the Neopets. Probably one that looks like a cat or something. Why on earth would they do that? I mean, this is pre-internet. What else were they going to do? You know, before the internet, only thing to do was to have sex. This was before even before TV. They didn't even have TV to watch. Hey, trailer. So they'd just be sitting around and be like, hey, what do you want to do? I don't know. What is there to do? Have sex? Suppose. They didn't shower? I mean, showers, no, but baths, yeah. They did bathe. They cleaned themselves. Did they have flashlights? They probably had something. Gaze longingly out the window. They had your mom. My mom is on the elderly side. You're right. Not mean to call your mom a flashlight. Victorian era fleshlight. How old is my mom? 70s. They delivered? Yes. Yes, it was delivery. You know, my brother sometimes? I mean, we'll sometimes hang out together at my mom's place. Why do people in UK drive on the other side? I don't know, because everyone's backwards over there. Wonder how the Amish can live without electronics. Yeah, it's just the life they know, I suppose. Hey, Yoshiki. What's pizza? Like $17, $18, $18 for the pizza. Plus, a few bucks for sodas. What tax? I don't know that they do put tax on that. Interestingly enough, I don't think they do tax. I don't think this place does taxes. Yeah. Yeah, this place, North End, they just factor the taxes right into the cost. So if a pizza is like $17.50 for a pizza, it's $17.50. They don't charge taxes on top of it. Would I bother escaping a cult or commune? I mean, depends. Depends what they expect me to be doing there. Hey, random. No hidden fees. Yep. Nothing but you must stay. If I've got internet access and the free food, and what is Cornwall-style pizza? Yeah. Show it off again. You see how like that's like the pepperoni is under the cheese, Laura? Just the way that Comic-Con cruise pass. But yeah, just like the way they put the pizza in the fridge. I don't like cold pizza. I don't like reheated pizza. Thin crust too. So yeah, it's just like they set it up so like they've got like a ton of pepperoni, and then they put the cheese on top of the pepperoni. Scapegoat! Thank you for 7 months, Scapegoat. Like they tried to make an omelet and made it scrambled. Pepperoni is okay. Anything else that Dovey? Want to pull everything off the pizza? I mean, you can do it that way. Just eat the toppings. Or why not pull everything in the pizza? Oh, in the pizza. Looks like an artery clogger. Kinda. And like it's real full. A real filling in me. It's real filling. We like thick pizza in Regina too. Regina. It's its own thing too. Intro? Nah, it's 7 Up. Is it so it's like in Regina, do they do it like is Regina pizza similar to the pizza I just showed where like the cheese is on top of the toppings? Or is it just like they just put or is it just like really thick crust? Appreciate you catching your pronunciation there. Yeah. For some reason, I always want to go Regina, say Regina first. I think because like Regina Spektor. Like I'm pretty sure the singer, her name is Regina Spektor. Regina George. Yeah, because yeah, I just like I really like the singer Regina Spektor. So whenever I see that name, that's just where I go. Is that pronunciation? We say it wrong, but it's always been that way. Yeah. Which mean girl are you, quiz? Anyway, you should definitely listen to Regina Spektor. She's great. Boomerang on Cartoon Network. We didn't have Cartoon Network. We had Teletoon, which is sort of a Canadian equivalent to Cartoon Network. We got a fair number of Cartoon Network shows, but because of Canadian content laws, we also got some Canadian produced shows. Just did nah. The tint's in the trash already. More army pants and flip flops. So I start wearing army pants and flip flops. Alternative to 4 Kids. YTV probably. Like I'm not sure exactly what 4 Kids is, but Canada Our Kids Network is YTV. And 4 Kids a terrible. Okay, so YTV would have been something different then. So I guess so. I think YTV and 4 Kids would have been very different things then. Give me a second. I want to look up 4 Kids because it might be something where we don't really have. Where we didn't really have an equivalent. Hey, EJ. Okay, that was just a licensing, so it wasn't really its own channel then. So yeah, so yeah, I think a fair amount of the 4Kids dubs. I think a fair number of them did air in Canada as well. Like I think some of their shows aired in Canada. I just don't really. So I need to know what show existed, Ishiki? Animal Cruise Ship Show. I did not like. It doesn't ring any bells for me. Hey, glitch. Like that doesn't ring any bells for me. Animals with giraffe, elephant, and lion. What is Cornwall-style pizza? So it's like they put a lot of pepperoni with the cheese on top of the pepperoni. 16? No. So like it's thick pizzas. Like it is like this thick at parts of the pizza. So it is very thick. Remember the show, but I swear she's in an apartment. It's not the same. And I tried googling with no result. You like them thick? These ones are thick. Cornwall pizzas are thick. Very filling. I only had 2 slices and I'm full. That left me tired. That food left me tired. Love after food naps. Yeah, I kind of feel like I need a nap at this point. I'll try to hang on for a little longer, but you're off Tuesday and Wednesday only? I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. Kubo had a lot of Canadian-born shows. Just odd. Imagine Lois's voice sometimes when Jenna says, Peter. Hey, honey bunny. Peter. Am I frozen? No, I'm fine. Just staring. Just staring. That actually was a pretty good Lois impression. Like, considering I'm not very good at impressions in general, that honestly wasn't a bad. That honestly wasn't a bad Lois that I did. Hey, Lady MK. Yes, Jenna. I am not having a stroke. Canada really begged for American TV and studios to pick up their stuff and lower price pretty much. Yeah, I suppose. Why a lot of slash film. I mean, even still, like a lot of stuff gets filmed in Canada. Like Canada does has done a lot to attract filming. And like a lot of animation is done in Canada as well. I mean, that's been the way for decades. X Files was very famously. Seth Rogen is Canadian, yes. Like X Files was very famously filmed in BC. Um, X Men the animated series was recorded in Canada. Like the voice actors were Canadian, or at least lived in Canada. You know, does the writers' strike affect Canada? I mean, I don't. Not really. I don't think. The studios themselves, like it's because like the studios themselves aren't in Canada. They're based out of the U.S., mostly California and a few in New York. Um, just Hollywood. I mean, basically, because I mean, like Universal Studios will use Canada for filming, but it's based out of Hollywood. Like it's based out of L.A. So that's where the strike is happening. Is L.A. That said, I mean, obviously writers and actors who work on those films, if they live in Canada, they're not working right now. But yeah. So yeah, I imagine there are some people in Toronto and in Vancouver who are probably affected, but Japanese exported animation from the 80s. They had such a way of doing Western faces. Is Hugh Jackman on strike? Well, yeah. Yeah, Hugh Jackman would be on. As far as I know, Hugh Jackman would be on strike as well. Do I like relish? No. Do you ever lay down because of my back hurts? Very, very, very rarely. But no, I don't like relish. Doesn't seem the type to support labor. Hey, Mr. Baby. Thoughts on capers? Do you mean the vegetable or like adventures? Having wild capers. Pulling a heist and shit like that. Yeah, Hugh Jackman doesn't seem like the type to engage in labor solidarity. You kidding me, Stone Cold? Of course he is. Of course Hugh Jackman engages in solidarity. What should I have for pizza? Dinner? Meat lovers. Because I know how much you love your meat. Big ol' slut. Capers are fruit. Whatever. They're a thing I don't eat. That's the important part. They're a thing that I don't eat. The bush can keep its berries. Oh, it's on the Chemicals Brothers. Let Forever Be is a banger. I think that's the only Chemicals Brothers song I know is Let Forever Be, but that song is a banger. We all love slut and non-slut beings. Of course. We love sluts around here. We appreciate a good slut. And bad sluts. We appreciate sluts of all skill levels, okay? Like from the top tier sluts down right down to the amateur just getting started sluts. Hey, Beams. Slut exclusive, yeah. What about Ace? Harder for an asexual to be a slut, but I guess they could be a hug slut. Yeah, I mean, you want to be a hug slut? By all means. He's thinking slutant. Is there a district against robots? Seems so futuristic. Part of it does include wanting the writers do want uh, stipulations in the contracts stating that the studios will not use um, algorithmically generated scripts, like that they will not use like Chat GPT or other algorithm based things to generate sluts or scripts. Generate scripts. Slut is objectively a terrible sounding word. Just sounds, it kind of like tumbles out of the mouth. Yeah, I'm fine with the word. I'm fine with the word. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You're not ordering pizza? Fair enough. Just would like to be paid a living wage. Yep. So yeah, like two of the big sticking points have to do with how residuals are paid out for streaming services. That is a big sticking point. And another big sticking point is writers want to make sure that studios aren't going to try to use Chat GPT to cheat writers out of money. Because like as soon as they feel like they can get away with it, a studio will try it. They'll use Chat GPT. You know, some producer will use Chat GPT to produce a script, and then hire a writer to fix the script at a reduced rate, even though the writer will probably end up having to rewrite the whole fucking thing. Thoughts on hope? Also a good word. I didn't even see what happened. Can they prove it? Prove what? Thoughts on phones having AI? They don't. They don't actually have AI. They've just got algorithm. Basically, they've got algorithm programs. Yeah, Super Chat. Like, are you asking like how they can prove if a script was initially created using ChatGPT? Um, to start with, it's gonna be shitty. Just reading, you can tell. Yeah. Like anyone who knows about writing is going to know how to tell. Because the fact is, what ChatGPT is doing is giving what it thinks people want to hear. It's never. It's putting together what looks like a script. Like if you ask ChatGPT, write a poem, it's not going to write a poem. It's going to create something with the form of a poem. It has no idea what the hell it's actually putting there, and it may very well be absolute nonsense. But it has the form of a poem. You ask it to write a script, it'll have the form of a script. But there's going to be absolute fucking nonsense riddled throughout it. Which is why if a script is generated that way, hey, Killer Queen. Like if a script is generated that way, it's why another writer would need to rewrite the whole damn thing from start. Can you sue AI? No. But there is another thing. art that is generated algorithmically cannot be copyrighted. If a producer gets ChatGPT to write a script, that script has no writer. There's no credited writer for it. The producer can claim that he wrote it himself, but then he probably runs up against legal problems. Search the pizza commercial on YouTube and you'll see why AI not ready. Yeah. Yeah, even so, like I'm sure, like guarantee there are producers out there who are already considering having ChatGPT write a first draft of the script, and then telling writer, okay, you do a second draft at the rate we pay for second drafts rather than doing the first draft, even though realistically, probably the whole script would end up being rewritten. What do I do during the day? Like, what am I doing tomorrow? Yeah, I don't really do a whole lot. What area codes get it? We've got a bunch of area codes. We're a big country, so yeah, we've got a ton of area codes. My appointment go well? Yeah, I went fine. Think Stanley Kubrick would use it? Probably not. I don't think he would because he was such an obsessive perfectionist, and there's no way that the algorithmically generated shit would ever uh, measure up to what he wanted to see. Swap places? Nah. Yeah, like that dude was fucking insane. Just like you know that bit in The Shining where the wife finds the husband what the husband's written is just page after page of all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You'd think just like typing out just 2 or 3 pages would be enough, right? You would think just 2 or 3 pages, that would be enough. That entire fucking stack of paper was just line after line. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Hundreds of pages that he made some poor woman just type out. for shit that nobody was going to see. They'd only see the couple, like the first couple of pages that actually got shown on the camera. But he had his assistant just do the whole fucking thing. Am I gonna write a book one day? Nah. Be happy to do that and get paid. I mean, try and kick off the Black Guy Dies first. Probably not. I'd imagine other films had already done it. I maintain that the absolute worst case of it, the most absolutely obscene and offensive case of Black Guy Dies First was X-Men First Class. Because they took a character whose power is not fucking dying. Literally, that's his power. Adapts to anything. Doesn't die. That's his power. His power is stays alive. And they fucking killed him off. Because the power of not dying still can't override the fact that he's a black guy in a Hollywood movie. Who's not the fucking lead. Who was it? Darwin. Also, fun note, in the comics, Darwin is Latino. I think Afro-Latino. Black Latino, I think. But yeah. Let's just erase the Latino part of his heritage. Bryan Singer is a creep. Well, Singer wasn't the one who did First Class. I forget who did First Class, but fuck, I hate that movie. Matthew Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn was the one who did First Class. Although Singer apparently did develop the story. Afro-Latino really gets called that when like Latin is a big part of their home life. I mean, it's because Miles in the Spider-Verse, calling him Afro-Latino there. I mean, like, it's just, that's the term that gets used just because it's easier than Latin African or something like that. It's just, it's Afro-Latino just still has like I will say, Afro-Latino still has a weird cadence to it. There's still something awkward about the cadence of that phrase. But it still sounds better than the alternative. Weird. I don't know. It's what's correct. I think Afro-Latino is the correct term for someone who is both black and Latin. But yeah, I don't know. It's just Afro-Latino. There's just I find there's something awkward about how that flows from the mouth, how it rolls out of the mouth. Perfectly accepted as alphabetically pleasing. Right, kind of. Like I said, it's just, and it's just now that I'm noticing. It's just now that I noticed. There's something odd about how it rolls off the tongue. Not all Afro-Latinos live in Brasilia. I'm aware. But Sunspot is Afro-Latino, no matter what fucking Marvel wants to, no matter how much artists erase the fact that he's black, Sunspot is black. Like, now how my race sounds weird to you? I'm not saying your race sounds weird. I'm saying that the term is just, I don't know. Is he from Brazil? Yes. Sunspot in the comics was originally from Brazil and black. His blackness was like a big part of his introduction. Best way to explain why neither side accepts me as the room. Insidious? No. Not a term they're familiar with in their daily lives. Yeah. And from what I have heard, I have heard that there are that darker skinned people do have a harder time in Brazil. Thanks, Jill. I mentioned Sunspot. Sunspot's debut, his origin, involved the fact that he was ostracized and bullied for being Afro-Latino, Afro-Brazilian. Can't wait to see the new Marvel, man. How will it be different? Marvel Man? Oh, just the new Marvel. As far as how Marvel will be different of the new Captain Marvel, here's my prediction on what the new Captain Marvel will be like. It'll be fun. It'll be enjoyable. Be a great popcorn flick. Just like every other Marvel film. And just like every other Marvel film, it will not be as good as the comics. That said, Iman Vellani seems like an absolute cinnamon roll of a person. I think he'll be better than the first one. I mean, maybe because like I said, Iman Vellani seems like an absolute cinnamon roll of a person. She just seems like an absolutely delightful, wonderful human being. So her presence will probably elevate the film just because, you know, she'll be having such a good time. I am hoping that the movie gets less heat than the first one did. Because the first Captain Marvel was a good movie. It was a fun movie. It was fine. It was good. It was fun. But holy shit, the amount of fucking whining that certain fan bros engaged in over it. Like, just holy shit, get a fucking grip. It's a goddamn popcorn flick. It's a silly little movie about a flying lady in a franchise full of silly little movies about flying people. And these people were acting like it killed their fucking dog, you know? And just the sheer hatred towards Brie Larson as a person. Because Brie Larson had audacity, the audacity to suggest that, hey, there are some sexual and racial discrepancies in how film promotion is handled. You know, like that's one of the big things. Like Brie Larson pointed out, hey, you know, there's a lot of film promotion doesn't really go towards interviewers and outlets who are black. You know, there's not a lot of a lot of films don't really go toward don't really. She said something about white men, I think. Right. I mean, that was kind of her point that like, you know, that film promotions are like that film promotion. It's mostly talking to white men. You know, all the interviews that I mean, every movie, like all the actors are going to all the stars are going to all the same outlets. They're talking to all the same people, and that is dominated by white guys. It's mostly white guys that they're talking to. And she was like, well, you know what? I want to talk to other outlets. She wasn't even saying like, oh, all these white guys are terrible. Like she wasn't even saying that. She's just saying, hey, I want to be able to go to places. I want to go to other places. I want to talk to other people who aren't on the normal promotion circuit. Personally, didn't like it myself. And I thought it was fine. Bullshit Ishiki. I mean, she was barely in Endgame. Like the idea that the crew to like the no one wanted to spend time with her. She was barely in the movie in the first place. I've seen like multiple people have come forward to say that they love working with Brie Larson. Samuel L. Jackson is a huge fan of Brie Larson. You think Samuel L. Jackson's gonna bullshit about that? Like Samuel L. Jackson, he's Sammy Jackson. He can be as honest as he wants. But like, does she not seem like a nice person, or does she not seem like a passive person? That'd be my question. There's a difference between. There's a difference with. I mean, like there's a difference between nice and passive. If she's calling people out on bullshit, is it nice. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, she's gonna call bullshit bullshit. Barbie was woke and too feminist. But no, it was just like plenty of like people did come forward to say, no, Brie Larson's great. We loved working with Brie Larson. And I mean, as far as like the rest of the Avengers cast goes, again, she was barely on set. They didn't get to know her the way they got to know each other. Saying that she did all her own stunts and put more effort. I mean, she got strong enough to pull a fucking car. You know, she put in a lot of effort. She did put in immense effort. Yeah, like Evans, Hemsworth, Downey, Johansson, Olsen. Ruffalo, like these people were all like on set with each other day in, day out. You know, like they were, you know, day in, day out. They were on set with each other. They were getting to know each other. They were hanging out. They were becoming friends. Larson was barely in Endgame. She had a tiny handful of scenes with anyone else. She had a very small number of scenes with anyone else. So, like, yeah, of course she's not. Of course they're not going to have the same rapport with her. And I mean, like, she is an Oscar winner. She's a genuine star. Like, she is damn good at what she does. She puts in the effort. You know, when she commits to a role, she puts in the effort to any role that she commits to. And, you know, she is dedicated. She's passionate. She loves her fans. Absolutely loves her fans. That is an awful lot of the hatred that Larson received was a result of her not being quiet. Hey, Jordan. A lot of the hate Larson received was because she was outspoken. And a lot of fan bros fucking hated that about her. Hated the idea of a woman speaking her mind. Sigourney Weaver in the end. One thing that's worth noting about Alien. Ripley was written as a guy. Ripley was written as a man, and then when they cast Sigourney Weaver, they did not change any of the lines. Anyway, Jeremy Renner almost walked out. Oh no, Jeremy Renner almost walked out. What a fucking tragic loss that would be if Jeremy fucking Renner wasn't present to say shit. Fuck Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner's a fucking douchebag. Who cares what he has to say about a goddamn thing? Remember when Jeremy Renner tried to launch his own fucking app? What a jackass he is. What about Ripley being Rinna's man? No, that is true. Ripley was originally written as a male part. I mean, it's you know, Jeremy Renner saved a child over Christmas and ended up in hospital. Well, fine, that's good. That's good then. I still say he's kind of a douche, though. Hate the idea of pro women is taking their roles as a feminine doesn't. I mean, I kind of agree, Yoshiki. I think it's a shame that like the example everyone goes to of a strong female protagonist is a character who is literally written as a man. You know, like that's the strong female protagonist is a man, but played by a woman. Why are we arguing about Brie Larson? Because somebody asked about the Marvels. I said that it'll be a fun movie, but that I hope that it doesn't get the same idiotic hatred that the first Captain Marvel movie got. Because that shit was just fucking ridiculous. I blame women in any and all circumstances. And in most circumstances, you're probably right. Even if you can't say it. Sarah Connor from Terminator. Adora from She-Ra. A strong female protagonist. Nimona from Nimona. Strong female protagonist. I mean, like the idea that there's no strong female protagonist characters anymore is ridiculous. Of course there are. Remember when people were mad Scarlett Johansson was asking for more money for Black Widow? I don't really remember that, but I'm not surprised. Because again, how dare a woman not know her fucking place? Yeah, I mean, even in the movies, Carol Danvers was a strong female protagonist. For all they hate the movie got, like, no, she was a strong female character. Not just because she kicked ass, like, not just physically strong, she was strong because she had a legitimate character arc where she stood up for herself. Yeah. You know, she started off being told that she had to control her emotions, that she had to behave in a specific way. And then, you know, she came to realize that she was stronger than she thought and that her emotions were a part of her strength. Yeah, she did. She showed emotions. You know what? I'll say this. Brie Larson as Carol Danvers was as emotional as Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. No, she was like she did show those emotions. Occasionally it was a little bit subtle, but no, she absolutely did. Yeah, like she's just like at the start of the movie, she is already a fairly experienced soldier. She's confident in what she is able to do, and she knows how to take care of herself, and she conveys that. As the story progresses and she learns more and more about what's going on and learns that a lot of what she thought was real wasn't, she starts showing. Good night, Killer Queen. Yeah, she starts showing that she is confused, frustrated, all that stuff. She starts showing that stuff. In any scene she's in, she shows the emotions that are appropriate for her to be showing. Can't really grow now as a character because I forgot like. I mean, that's like saying Superman can't grow as a character. It's about confronting the character with problems that can't be solved just by throwing a punch. No challenge working? Sure, there is. Millions of challenges. Superman's entire history is full of throwing challenges at him that can't be solved just by punching them. And he's just one example. I mean, there's loads of characters who have who are immensely powerful who still get compelling stories because the stories are about giving them challenges where their power isn't enough to overcome them. Yeah, sure, Stone Cold. Yeah, she got her powers in an accident, and I mean, she did have to learn. I mean, she did kind of have to learn to unleash. She did have to learn how to access her full power. And yeah, once she got her power, and after a 20-year time skip, 25-year time skip, hey, yeah, she's back as an absolute powerhouse. I would note we didn't really see her learning to control her powers. Um, her origin story was her discovering how powerful she is. And then we had a time skip of a good 25 years or so. So we didn't really get her exploring her powers, learning how to better control them, how to how to not just blow shit up whenever she gets in a bad. Like we didn't see that part of it. That all got skipped, but she would have gone through it. She would have gone through those that growth where yeah. And then yeah, as far as her beating up Thanos, again, that was like one of her two scenes in the entire movie, in the entirety of Endgame. And it was like it was meant as a holy shit moment. But I mean, she was being up her teacher. But she did it by her own rules. That's the thing I would note. She beat him by not playing his game anymore. She wasn't beating him up. She just like, you know, she realized she's got nothing to fucking prove to this guy. She beat him by just like, no, this isn't a fight. It wasn't a fight at that point. It was no, we're done fighting. Zap. If we got to see her go through the struggles of learning. I mean, maybe Donut, but I mean, it also would have been more boring. I feel like learning that because I mean, that's like so many other movies that did that already. Why did they make the Scarlet Witch evil? Misogyny. Frankly, I am genuinely inclined to blame misogyny on that one. Yeah, I mean, like the whole point of that scene between her and Jan Rog was Jan Rog was proud of her and wanted her to prove how much she'd grown, and she was like, "Only one I've got to prove anything to is me, and I've already proved it to myself." Like is to a certain extent, it was a callback to the start of the movie as well, where he was winning the fight until she blasted him, breaking the rules of the combat. Now it wasn't a fight anymore. Like it wasn't. She was done with him. She had the raw power that he didn't. Yeah, once she flew up into space, that's when she would have started learning better control and everything. And regardless, my point stands. Regardless of how powerful she is, power is not everything. Power cannot solve every problem. Just because she can start blasting energy around doesn't mean that she can, doesn't mean that that's always the best way to handle an issue, handle a problem. How do you challenge someone like that? By giving them challenges where energy blasts aren't going to do any good. How do you challenge Superman? By giving him problems where punching really hard isn't going to actually solve anything. A lot of men resent how little self restraint they have around women. They take out that frustration on them as a result. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yeah, I mean, like Green Lanterns, they can create anything they can imagine. That is immense power that they have. So, how do you challenge them? Put them up against threats where they can't, where they have to be creative in how they use their powers, or where their powers just aren't going to do anything at all. How do you challenge Flash when he can run as fast, move as fast as he can? Give him a problem where just moving fast isn't enough. Women don't pay them the attention they think they deserve yet. Scene was high level cringe. I mean, sure, but I mean it was fun. I never watched it myself, but it seemed to be a fun show. It didn't take itself seriously, while also, but it did stay true to itself. Joss Whedon did some horrible things. Yep, which is why I have no interest in any Joss Whedon products, frankly. In the mood for some backwards pizza. So yeah, the too powerful complaint against certain characters, it's bullshit. There's no such thing as a character being too powerful. It is just a matter of them needing challenges where simple power isn't the answer. Or, you do a story where their powers are limited for whatever reason. That Marvel's movie looks like it's going to have Carol, Monica, and Kamala's powers weirdly interconnected. So, I don't know. It might be messing with her powers in a way that she isn't able to use them fully. Goku's powerful. Yep. And they get around that problem by just having him stand around for 8 episodes, staring back and forth with his opponent. See, that's how Dragon Ball got around the issue of characters being too powerful. They just have the characters sort of floating in the air, staring at each other for 20 episodes at a time. You think Deadpool will call it the boss at Disney, the movie? Hard to say. Could. Here's the issue with that, though, Anunnaki. Didn't She-Hulk already do that? What do the M's stand for? M&M's? I believe the people who who started them. I think it was like the initials of the people who founded M&M's, who created M&M's. Goku and Vegeta do training. Okay, but I was making a joke about how like Dragon Ball does just seem to be two people floating in the air staring at each other. Not a lot of people watched She-Hulk. I mean, enough did. Enough people did, and I think it's one of those things where like, do they really want to be ripping off She-Hulk? Do they really want to be copying She-Hulk? Deadpool called them out sooner, but She-Hulk took it a step further. Because I remember back in the day, I would be channel surfing, and I would come across Dragon Ball. Every time I came across Dragon Ball, without fail, every time it would just be two characters standing there staring at each other. So I just ended up with reaching the conclusion that that's literally all that Dragon Ball is. That is the entirety of the series. Like, I'm sure other stuff does happen. I'm sure once in a while one of them throws a punch. Lots of talking. Yeah. But even then, it's just I'd flip over to Dragon Ball and like it'd be like 10, 15 seconds straight of just the sound of the wind, the only sound, as two characters stare at each other before somebody would say something. One character would say a line, and then we'd get another 5 seconds of wind. Hey, Rebecca. And then another character would respond. Looked like flying through the air to me. My brother watched it. Hey, hamburger eyes. Flying through the air with their mouths open. Yep. What am I doing? About to end the stream, actually. 2 hours, so I'm going to end the stream here. That's good. See, I never got the flying and screaming. I only saw the hovering threateningly. The aggressive hovering is all I ever caught of it. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna head out. Gonna go do my laundry now. I gotta do laundry. Ugh. So, see you all tomorrow. I think, yeah, tomorrow I'll be back to Our Life. Getting back to Our Life tomorrow. So I'll see you for Our Life. And good night, everybody.